Hey guys, welcome back to Our Vision Farm. Please excuse my camera, it might be a little bit shaky because I am dragging this wagon full of water to our cow in the back. We have a hose that reaches most of our animals here on our farm, but Buddy the cow, since he's all the way back here, we don't have any water source that reaches all the way back here, so I have to physically fill up buckets and haul them back here. And then I just pour it inside of his drinking container. Usually it lasts him about 2 days. Sometimes he drinks more than others. Hey Aspen. He's eating some hay right now. He's been doing a really good job at keeping the back of our property cleared out. This is where we originally put the sheep back here to eat all of the greenery and all the shrubs. So he's been doing a good job at maintaining it. But we're still supplementing him with hay, and we're also feeding him grain twice a day because we are trying to fatten him up. And no, I'm getting your water right now, buddy. I'm trying to get him fattened up. He is over a year old now, so our goal now is to really bulk him up so that we can start thinking about options for the butcher that we're going to use for processing this go around. So let me get these filled up over here. And then I wanted to talk to you guys about our meat chicken business that we started, give you guys a little update on how that went. He just got done drinking some. You're gonna go back to hay now? Yeah? He's looking at the pile of hay over there. He's like, you got something else for me before I go? I don't got nothing else for you, buddy. You got your fresh water. You got your hay over there, and then dinner time is later. I'll come back with your bucket of food. Alright, so our soy and corn-free meat chicken business that we started not too long ago, it's doing okay. I'm not going to lie, it's not doing as well as I expected, and I think the majority of that is due to just demand. There is a lot of farms out here already selling chicken and have been selling it for a while, and they're able to buy feed in more bulk quantities than we are, so they're able to sell it for a lot cheaper, and it's still like local, farm to table, pasture raised and all of that. There is nobody locally selling corn and soy free chicken, and the ones I found online, which are not Florida based, they're selling them really expensive, way more expensive than what I listed them for. But we ran into a couple of problems with this business. One is not being able to find enough customers. When we first started planning for all of this, we had a lot of people that were excited and said that they were going to buy chicken from us, and they've just been unheard of ever since. And I'm not the type of person that I'm going to message people and ask them, because I know these people follow our page already and see our updates, and they are aware. I did have a couple people tell me why they haven't bought any chickens yet and that they plan on buying some in the future, but a lot of people just kind of never said anything else after that. But that is okay. Our customer base will grow eventually. I'm in no rush. We have not reached out to any restaurants or anything like that quite yet. Just not ready to get tied into something like that yet, because we are doing them in such small quantities. But we did run into a couple of problems with finding enough customers. We have sold a lot of them. I think we sold about half of the first chickens that we processed. This is going to be the second official batch, because the first batch we split it into 2 processing days because some weren't big enough. This is our second batch. So the second problem we ran into, we tried a different hatchery for our meat birds. I'm not going to share the name of the hatchery, but they were having a sale, and the chickens were, I believe, I want to say 50 cents a chick. Or maybe they were 99 cents a chick. It was something really cheap. I'm thinking 50 cents a chick. And I ordered 50 of them. Yeah, I think that's what it was. it was just something where it was a deal I couldn't pass up. I know that. So I ordered my 50 chicks. We lost what we usually lost in the beginning while they're in the brooding stage. But then when we brought them out here in the outside hoop houses, they all got fowl pox disease, which they say comes from mosquitoes, and then they spread it to each other. But a whole bunch of them got fowl pox. A lot of them, over half, did not survive. They just kept dying off one by one. And there is no treatment for fowl pox unless you get them like vaccinated right in the beginning when they're chicks. And of course we're not gonna vaccinate our chicks for anything because we're trying to keep them as natural as possible. So we lost over half out of the 50 chickens that we ordered. At that point, this is all we have left. I think last time I counted there's like 18 here, maybe less. Another problem, a third problem that we ran into was our feed ingredients that we were sourcing. I've been using the Azure standard for some of our feed ingredients like the wheat berries, bulk green split peas and lentils, and some other ingredients that I can't really find at the store in bulk 50-pound bags, but I can on that website. We've had problems with them. The first few times I kind of missed the cutoff date for the orders. I didn't have the money at that point to order it. But now I have ordered a bunch because I wanted to double up on ingredients so that never happens again, so that I don't run out of ingredients and then don't have the money to order more. And I have a bunch of things in my cart, well, in my order already, but they are experiencing shipping delays. So I guess a lot of people are ordering things from Azure Marketplace or Azure Standard on the online marketplace. So they are dealing with that. A lot of delays. I was supposed to be picking up my order on Thursday, and so far they have postponed it, but they have not given us a date when it's going to be ready to pick up from our drop-off location. So that kind of sucks. So what we've been doing for the past, I don't even know how long, we've just been feeding them the regular feed that they sell like at your typical Tractor Supply, the meat bird feed. And that does have the corn and the soy in it, so this batch is definitely not corn and soy free like we advertise. So depending what we decide on doing, I'm not sure if we're going to butcher them for ourselves or just be honest. We're always going to be honest with our customers, but just maybe cut down the price because it is cheaper to feed them with that type of feed. Cut down the price and just have a deal on them and let people know that these are just regular fed chickens. Not the corn and soy free like we wanted to do in the beginning. As for down the line, hopefully the Azure standard improves a little bit and I'm able to get all these ingredients in stock and just keep piling it up and having more and more in stock so that I never run out of anything specific. That would be the goal now, so I can continue doing corn and soy free because that is something that nobody around us is doing. But these have definitely tripled in growth ever since I've been giving them the meat bird feed. That food just makes them grow even faster. I'm not sure what it is in it, if they put anything in it. I don't trust commercial feeds like that. That's why it's very important to me to mix their ingredients myself. But you have to do what we have to do. We can't let the chickens starve, of course, so we got to feed them something. What are you doing, Twinkle? Are you scaring our chickens? So we had to go with worst case scenario and feed them the commercial feed just to keep them alive and keep them growing. Hey girl. So that is what has went wrong with this second official batch of our chickens. We've been also eating off of our soy and corn based chickens, and like I said, we will probably be selling half of these and keeping the rest for ourselves. So I still have, for my last batch of corn and soy free chicken, I still have some left. Have not sold it all, but we did have one customer that bought a bunch of them, and he's going to be a repeat customer. So that's what I need, more customers like that buy in bulk and continue to buy every couple of months. But for the most part, everybody else has just kind of bought a couple and haven't reordered from there. Yeah, Mariah? I'm right here. So that is what is going on so far. I'm not going to call it a fail completely because I know that when the time comes, our business will flourish and will just increase from here. This is just the beginning. I have been to a couple events and I have been advertising our chicken. Hey Mariah. I've been advertising it more and just spreading the word out, and a lot of people in these events said that they at least knew somebody that was really interested in corn and soy free chickens raised outdoors like we are and raised in small batches like we do. So I haven't got any hits from that, but I know with time that we will increase our customer base. And for now, we're providing ourselves chicken as well for our family, so that's always a win. We don't have to buy chicken from the store, so it's not a loss at all. If we don't sell it, we can eat it ourselves. It's not like we're making a product that we're not going to eat our own selves. So some of these are almost ready to go to be butchered because they are getting big, especially on this commercial feed that fattens them up so fast. Twinkle's just hanging out with us over here.
She's gonna scratch her nails.
Don't scratch me, Twinkle.
Her nails are sticking out.
So just wanted to give you guys that update. We still haven't put the electric fence on, and surprisingly we haven't lost any chickens due to predators. I still have our other chickens on that one. And I also decided that I don't really want to do 50 chicks at a time anymore, especially because business is so slow. We're not selling them as fast as we thought we would. I think we're just going to stick with a smaller amount at a time and just always have them in rotation, always have some in the freezer, always have some as like adolescents, and always have some like this that are almost ready for butchering. So I think that will be a good system, and just doing them in smaller batches at a time, 20, 25, until our customer base grows a little bit more. Then we can utilize both hoop houses and maybe even more, build more hoop houses or figure out a different housing system for more chickens. But for now, we're just in the baby steps. It's not a big deal. Luckily, our income doesn't depend on stuff like this. This is kind of just practice because in the future, we do want to do farming for a living. So this is all the good practice that we need, and learning all the ropes about farming for a living so we can fix these problems and tweak everything for the day that my husband is able to quit his job and join us in farming for a living. What do you... I think you're about to feed them. So I wanted to give you guys that quick update about our meat chicken business, and just ends with that. Everything is going good. That is just the problems I have ran into. And as soon as we get these feed ingredients, I'm just going to keep these on the commercial feed because they're so close to being at butchering age anyway. But with our next batch, we're starting brand new and fresh with a new batch of chicks, and we will be continuing with the corn and soy free food blend that we mix ourselves, because that is what I want our brand to be. So I don't really want to stray away too much from that, because everybody else is doing meat chickens, pasture raised meat chickens, but they're feeding them the store-bought commercial feed. So we don't know what they truly put in that stuff. And what are you doing? So yeah, that's where I'm coming from with that. Hope you guys enjoyed this update. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos that are farm related. I'll see you guys in the next one.